What's good, y'all? And welcome to the next episode of Joe Fix-It Vids. Up next, we're going to do an oil change on this Nissan Sentra sitting right behind me. So let's go. Here's a couple of items you may need to pull off this oil change. Some jack stands, hydraulic floor jack, obviously your oil filter, your oil, and a drip pan. It's also wise to keep some oil rags nearby, and there'll be a couple other tools included in this process as well. But forget the jack and the jack stands, because I have ramps, so I'm going to use the ramps. Be sure to put your parking brake on once you got it up on the ramps or the stands or whatever you have it on. Pop the hood. Of course you got to do that. Unlatch, raise the hood, drop your kickstand down, and voila. Now that you got your hood up, see your dipstick is right here for your oil, and your oil fill is going to be right here. I'll be using this 14mm ratchet and socket combo. Underneath the car, you're going to find your oil pan and your oil filter. And this is the 14mm bolt you'll be taking out. Have your drip pan handy. You can go with one like this or a basic one like that. We'll go ahead and roll with this one right here. I keep some oil absorbent pads and definitely some shop rags handy just in case you got an oil spill. It may go everywhere, you never know. Best to be prepared. Before we go into the car and start draining our oil, you want to take this cap off right here so the oil can fall in there, and then there's a breather right here. You want to make sure that is open. Open vent before use. Alright, once you got your drip pan and everything in place under the car, you're going to want to get your ratchet and socket and break this bolt. And I don't mean break it, I mean just crack it open just a hair. Alright, I had to put a little elbow grease into it, but I was able to crack the bolt just a hair. Now we'll proceed to take it out. Once you get it loose, you can try to go hand, and here comes the oil, so watch out. And there it is, Eureka. It's recommended to change out the little washer that comes on the bolt. Let it drain, let it drain. Here is the oil plug drain bolt right here. Luckily I was able to find a washer for it. I had a kit from a previous oil change. Here's the info for that. Give it some time, let that oil drain out until it stops. I've got a couple oil filter wrenches. And what these are is it's like an adapter you can put your ratchet on, and it'll grip your oil filter and take it off. This one has multiple sizes too. Good tool to have. However, the oil filter for this car, too small, not gonna work. But don't worry, because we have the old belt wrench right here. This bad boy is going to come in handy. I repositioned my drip pan, and we're going to go ahead and remove the oil filter. Sometimes you have to use extreme measures to get these off. Hand tight was not the thing. I was unable to twist it off, so I pulled out the old belt wrench. So you get a grip on that bad boy and turn it. And there we go, we got some motion. Let's see if we can get off by hand now. Nope. Belt wrench to the rescue. The old belt wrench came in handy. Now I should be able to take it off by hand. Oh yeah. There it is. Shop rags. Keep them handy. Now once all or most of our fluid, our oil is out, we're going to cap that back off. We're going to clean that up. Okay, once we got most of that out, we're going to put our oil plug bolt back in with new washer. Find the thread. You do not want to strip this, ever. So find your thread, put it on hand tight, and then come back with your ratchet and socket combo and tighten that bad boy up. Before I put my new filter on, we'll wipe this down a little bit. Just clean up a little bit. Make sure you use a clean rag to wipe this with. You don't want to leave unwanted extras on there. Okay, you want it nice and clean. Before I put the new filter on, I'm going to lubricate the seal around it. Then I heard it's even a good idea to put a little bit of oil in there. I've never done that before, but I'm about to. Anyways, I got a cap full of new oil right here. And I'm just going to work that around the seal. Lubricate that seal nice and good. I'm going to dab some right there just to be fair. Be a little generous with it, don't be afraid. Nice and lubricated. Then we get a little funnel. And I'm just going to pour this little bit that I have in the cap in there, just to satisfy the need. Like I said, I've never done this part before. But, let's see what it does. Let's roll the dice, right? There we go. We got a little lubrication in there. And we're ready for the next step. Alright, we're back under the car. Trying to put the new oil filter back on. And we're just going to put it up there. Find the thread. There it is. And then we're just going to work this bad boy in. And then we're going to go hand tight. I'm going to grab a rag for a little grip action. And we're going to hand tighten it as best we can. That's all we really need here. Just using the rag for a little extra grip. Remember, we don't have to be super duper tight on this. Hand tight will work. Okie dokie, we're back on. Wipe down any excess. Plug bolt is in. Filter is on. And we are ready to lower the car and fill her up with oil. Don't forget to pull your oil pan out from under the car and any tools you may have used. Okay, so I actually got a wood block on the jack, got in position just to give us more clearance room. And now we're going to raise it up so we can pull our jack stand out. We got our stands out and lower the car slowly. Pull our wood block and our jack out. And out of the way. Alright y'all, last but definitely not least, it's time to fill up our oil. Take your cap off here. Put that to the side. Get you a funnel. Drop that in there like so. Doesn't sit in there too well. Get your oil. There's 5 quarts right here. The recommended was like 4 point something, but we're just going to go ahead and dump the whole 5 in there. And then sometimes it's a good idea to start slow because this thing overflows. Hold your funnel and just pour it in. Let it fill. Voila. I'm gonna let it sit right there for a little while. We're trying to get every last drop of that oil, baby. You know what it is. Alright, once you got every drop out of there, remove your funnel. Get that out the way. Do not forget to put your cap back on. Check your oil level. Oh yeah. Yeah. Past the 2 dots. It's recommended you run your engine for a little bit and then check your oil level again. Always keep safety in mind and crack that door wide open before you turn the vehicle on. That is if you're working indoors. Never, ever operate a vehicle with the door closed. Remember that. Okay, I'll let the car run for a couple minutes. I'm gonna check the oil again. Still looks great. Good levels, nice clean oil. And that's a wrap, y'all. So that concludes this episode of Joe Fix It Vids. Thank you for tuning in. Be sure to like, subscribe, leave a message, leave a comment. Holla at your boy. Until the next vid. Peace.